Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Maintenance Mondays. Today I'm coming to you from the Bikeworks training centre, which is inside Lee Valley Vela Park. This is where we hold a lot of our maintenance courses, and it's also where you'll find me most days of the week fixing some cycles. So what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about a very key component of your cycle, and one that without which we wouldn't really be going anywhere. Yep, I'm talking about your chain. How do you keep it not squeaking? How do you stop it from going brown? When do you lubricate it? And when do you need to change it? Well, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so this is what we'll need for today. We've got degreaser, we've got chain lube, we've got a rag, and it's always a good idea if we're touching dirty chains to use some gloves. First step is to apply the degreaser, but we're not going to spray it directly onto the bicycle, as any overspray could possibly lead to degreaser getting onto some components we don't want to get degreaser on, namely disc brakes if you have them. So I'm just going to apply the degreaser onto this rag and just rub it up and down the chain to remove all that horrible dirt and grime. So you can see on the left, immediately it looks a lot better. Now, one important thing here is to note whether you need to rinse your degreaser off afterwards. Some degreasers you do need to rinse because otherwise they'll stop the lubricant adhering to the chain correctly. So that leads us on to the next bit, lubricating. So we've got an all-weather lube and a wet lubricant. Today I have gone for the all-weather lubricant as we're into the summertime. You can use wet lube, but it's just a little bit thicker, so I quite like to stay away from it in the dry seasons, but it does stay on the chain for longer in the wet. So all I'm doing is letting gravity do its thing, putting the nozzle on the inside of the chain and turning the pedals so the lubricant distributes itself onto the inside of the chain. If you don't have a bike stand and you can't rotate the wheel round, you can, it's fine, you can just pedal backwards like I did there. And all I'm doing here is just removing the slight excess from the chain using a rag. Now I'm just going to check to make sure that, yep, all good. Look at my finger. Yeah, slight little residue, that's what you want, not a load of dirt. So a chain checker is a vital tool to seeing how worn our chain is. All you do is pop it in your chain like so. So I can see it fits in at 0.5, but it doesn't fit in at 0.75. So that means this chain is 50% worn. It's probably a good idea to change a chain around the 75% mark. If you don't, then you may need to change your cassette when you change your chain next time. All I'm going to do is check the gears, make sure it's all good, and we are good to go. Okay, and that is how you degrease and clean and re-lubricate your chain, and also how you check for chain wear. So get yourself a chain checker, and that will keep your bike in check. I appreciate that there's a lot of information there. So if you do have any extra questions, then just pop them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Okay, happy riding.